What's going on, guys? I'm the filmmaker and I love movies, and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be going through the films that I actually picked up during the HMV premium sale, because as we know, every yearly, in fact I believe this 2 for £15 deal, it is 2 for £15, yeah, it's 2 for £15 deal, actually does go on December time, because I remember in December, January, that was on for a long time and nobody was kind of talking about it, nobody was kind of doing anything about it, making videos like this, because we'll come to expect it to be in July, and you know, late June, and you know, if you've been a long viewer of the channel for about a year, you know that when this sale hit last year, I went nuts. I bought a lot of premiums, and I am still 1 year later, we're trying to finish them, trying to work my way through them, and I decided to buy just 4 premiums during the sale, and I've watched all 4 of them in preparation for this video, so I've got something to talk about. But I've actually seen 2 more premiums that I want to buy, because I don't want to buy every premium, but these are the ones that I wanted to buy. But then I'd realised, oh wait, there's these 2 other films that I might want to buy. So I'll probably get them as well at some point, but I won't make a video on them because it's only 2 films. But I will just show you briefly what films we're going to be talking about today, and then I'll go into more detail. So first I'm going to be talking about the Yakuza, and then we've got Dark Passage, a Bogart Bacall noir film from the 40s, To Have and Have Not, another Bogart film, and Scarecrow. So they're the films we're going to be talking about. I'm going to do it in spine number order just so there's an order to things. So the first one is the Yakuza. It's spine number 38, and the reason why because this has been on kind of my radar for a while during the premiums, and the reason why I decided to pick this up is because it is written by Paul Schrader and Robert Greene. No, not Robert Greene, Robert Towne. Don't know why I said Greene then, but it's written by Robert Towne. I mean, this is just a recipe for success already, because Robert Towne obviously wrote Chinatown and Paul Schrader wrote Taxi Driver. Even though this is before Paul Schrader wrote Taxi Driver. This is 1974, so don't know about, I forget when Chinatown came out, maybe that was 1975, 1970, around this time anyway. And it also is directed by Sidney Pollack, who's a competent director, quite good, he's okay. It's also starring Robert Mitchum. And so I thought, this looks great. The Yakuza, 100 years ago, they were called Samurai. Great, let's watch it. It was okay. It was a little underwhelming. It was quite dull. There were parts where it was quite boring, I'm not gonna lie. It just didn't have that energy, it didn't have that feel, it didn't really, it didn't invest me, it didn't attach me to it. It didn't really do much, unfortunately. There's a few really great action sequences. Robert Mitchum's great. It's well shot. It's, you know, quite well directed, and I just didn't really fully grasp the story of this. Like, I kind of understood some bits, and it's like almost 2 hours long. You feel the runtime. To be honest, I don't know. You know, it's a recipe for success with the people involved. Like I said, Robert Towne, Paul Schrader, Sidney Pollack, starring Robert Mitchum. Give it a shot. Some people like it. So, you know, don't just take my word for it, even though I'm not really recommending this. But give it a shot. It's, you know, I'll give it like 3 stars or whatever. So, yeah, that's the Yakuza. Next up we have Dark Passage. Here we are, spine number 61. And it is one of the classic collaborations with Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. And this is directed by, not by Howard Hawks or any of the famous noir directors of the time. What's his name now? John Huston. I forget the guy's name. Where is it? Is it on here? I can't really see it, but this is good nonetheless. This is quite good. I think the first like 20 minutes or so is shot from Bogart's perspective. It's a POV shot because he actually undergoes plastic surgery to change his face, and so we never actually see, obviously because they didn't, you know, properly change his face. So Humphrey Bogart basically starts off as this guy with like a mustache and things, and then he gets plastic surgery to look like Humphrey Bogart in a sense, and it's kind of a bit of a complicated noir. Stuff's going on. This guy's like framed for a murder. He escapes from prison. Lauren Bacall's character is helping him. She's very seductive in this. She's more seductive actually in her first role she did with Bogart, To Have and Have Not, which we'll get onto in a second. But this one, she's got a great screen presence with her. Same with Bogart. And there's some really, really great shots, a few nice little split diopter shots in there, a great opening, really great opening with, again, some brilliant shots. Really interesting how they shot the POV shot, the whole POV sequence, should I say. It's 1947, you know. Cameras were very heavy back then, so it's very interesting to see how they did that and how they went around that. So, yeah, it's 106 minutes. It's not paced fantastically. It drags, but it's good. I'd recommend it if you like your noirs, if you like your Bogart, you like good filmmaking. Then I'd recommend that. Now let's get on because we've got a bit of a double bill here. You know, another Bogart Bacall. This is where it all started. This is 1944. To Have and Have Not. Howard Hawks, one of the great directors of his time. And like I said, Bacall in this is very seductive, very lovely. And yeah, it's a bit of a drama, I would say. It's Ernest Hemingway. It's based off his book, so I suppose. I can't really remember much from this. What even happened? Something about that French stuff, revolution, stuff happens. It's fine. It's pretty good. 100 minutes. It's only 1 hour and 40 minutes. I literally cannot remember what happens in this. It's not a good sign, I must say. Doesn't bode well if you're thinking about buying this, but no, it is good. It's well acted, obviously. And like I said, it is the first kind of collaboration between Bogart and Bacall. This is where they first met. If you didn't know, Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, they starred in numerous films together. They're actually husband and wife for a few years until, unfortunately, Bogart passed away. Because actually Bacall lived on for decades after Bogart passed away. She died in like the 2000s, maybe even the 2010s. I can't remember, but yeah. You know, she must have been very young in this film because again, this is 1944. But anyway, I can't recommend this strongly and I wasn't, you know, bored like I said, it drags. But you know, I wasn't on my phone or anything like that in the film, but it just didn't grab me. Didn't really grab me, unfortunately. And then the final film that we're going to talk about is, of course, did I read out the spy number? This was spy number 84. This is spy number 96, and it is Scarecrow. Now, at first, I actually thought this was a crime film, only because I've always been scrolling through HMV's website, and I've always seen Pacino, Hackman. I thought crime. And I don't know why I never picked it up, because these two legendary actors in the same film together. This is 1973, like a 70s gritty film. I don't know why I never picked it up until now, obviously. Until I literally just looked at the cover and thought, no, this does not look like a crime film. It's not. It's a lovely road trip drama. And it's really good. This might be the best film that out of the bunch here. This is the one that I'd recommend most. It's really nice to watch. It's really wholesome film. Great performances. It actually won the Palme d'Or as well. Joint won the Palme d'Or that year, which is unusual. It never wins that, but that never really happens. Two films won the Palme d'Or. They joint it. I forget what the other film won, but it's not very well known. This one's more well known, even though this is very underrated. Very underrated. I can't believe not many people have seen this or, talk about this. But thankfully it's in the premium collection, so we've got it and it's here. It's shot it's really well shot, really well directed. It's great. And I recommend it. It's really underrated. So if you're a Pacino fan, Hackman fan, just a fan of a film that is good, then pick this up. So yeah, that is a very short video, I must say. I don't know if it's going to be even 10 minutes, but I thought I'd just make that video because I know people will be making their premium videos, and I thought I'd just add mine into the volume there, into the music, see if anyone actually listens to it, and if you are here and watching, then I appreciate that, and I thank you. Tell me, what have you picked up? Like I said, I think I'm going to go for the next two I pick up will be The Hunchback of Notre Dame and You Can't Take It With You, because you Can't Take It With You, I believe that's directed by Frank Capra. I think it was. That one, Best Picture, and Hunchback of Notre Dame, I watched Charles Langton's film, and I want to watch more of his performances. Of course, I did a review of his film, The Night of the Hunter. If you want to check that out, it's here. Did a Criterion Corner episode on that film. Anyway, that's me done for the day. That you know, that's me shutting up now. So thank you all so much for watching, and of course I will see you again in the next video. Bye.